Ooh, look. I have one. It's been a week. And we've got some work done on those Chaos Legionaries as promised. Got to work assembling them, and as you probably saw just then, undercoating them as well. One thing I hadn't considered when I started this project is that spacing out by a week, that I might actually assemble and undercoat them in 4 or 5 days. I've been waiting till Monday to record this video when I get the free time on a Monday, on my day off. I could have actually got down to work painting them in that time. So at least I can get on with all the painting now to get to the end. How was it? Well, it was fine. There's lots of very small pieces, as I think I said in the last video. And top tip, and I can't believe it took me over 40 years to realise this, if you're going to trim a piece off the sprue, hold the piece, not the sprue. Because when you trim it and it flies off to get lost in your carpet somewhere, no one wants to have to buy a whole new box of Chaos Legionaries for one tiny part from the kit. But actually, it all goes together so well. It was really intuitive. There were several different choices. I'll go into those when I look at the models themselves in just a moment. But, oh, another thing. The number 9s have lines underneath them. And I've got piece 22, but I can't find piece 99. Turns out that was 99, but the little line underneath, to my old eyes at least, made it look like a 2. So be aware if you can't find number 19, but you can find 2 number 12s. That might be why. Yeah, but went together really well. I spent a few nights on them, got them assembled, and then lots of different pieces to choose from. I like having options. They are monopose for the most part, but there was choices of heads and weapons and so on. But should have a little look at how we're getting on. So, what do you get? You get some horn shields. These guys here. They have 3 little hand weapons. They have the shields. They always have the shields, but the hand weapons, you get a choice between a sword, a mace, and an axe, and each one gets their own choice of one. And I did one of each because, yeah, I thought let's mix it up. These guys are, I believe, called horn helms. There we go. Horn helms. And they have these great weapons, 2-handed weapons, and you get between the 2-headed axes and the mace there. So I did 2 axes and 1 mace. There you go. That's a better view. Why? I think axes are cool. You get a Mutangor. See if I can take him off so you can have a closer look. Off the car. This is the cardboard I sprayed them on undercoated. There we go. Can you see that on there? Where we go? Okay. There we go. There he is, all undercoated white. He's called Cloven Hooves. I guess that's why he's a mutant. And a big spear. Lovely big spear. He's the only one with a spear, actually. And so called a Decarion. This guy's the leader. And there you go. He's got a nice sword and a shield. He's a sort of more classic kind of Chaos. I think of the nice 1980s stuff they used to do. I'm really looking forward to painting them, actually. Thinking about paint schemes. On the cover art, they are mostly sort of black and a dark sort of burgundy red, which I'm leaning towards doing. Just let's not mess around. Let's not do different colour palettes. Maybe stick with what's on the box. I quite like a dark green for Chaos with some gold. Gold and green work really well together. Or maybe some followers of Slaanesh. We can go for some pinks and some violets on there. Haven't quite decided. I think I'm leaning towards doing some purples and pinks on them, just for lols. I think it'd be nice and bright. So probably either between classic undivided Chaos black and gold, or Slaanesh with their purples and violets and so on. I haven't decided, but I will start painting them soon. Maybe you can let me know in the comments what you think I should do, any ideas. But yeah, I will touch base with you in a week's time, and you can let me know what you think of the models. But they are, I think, some of the nicest models I've seen. I don't know when it happened, but at some point, Games Workshop, their models, the plastic ones, have got better than the metal ones. Certainly in the 90s, it was nice to get the cheaper option of having plastic guys, but they were never quite as good as the metal ones. And now in 2026, 36 years later, what a surprise, they have improved technology enough that you can get these guys here like this. Oh, just a quick thing. When I was sticking them together, like this, can't see, this horn on the shield and this horn on the shoulder pad, those were separate bits. They were really small. So I trimmed them off carefully, holding the piece, as I said, rather than the sprue. And then I actually glued them onto the piece while it was still on the sprue, and then cut it out once they were dried, just to sort of reduce the chance of it flying off or not being quite dry when I was trying to assemble it. And let's just make sure that the piece is attached properly before I then attach that piece to this guy. But actually, I'm really happy with these models. I think it's going to be no problem for me to get these done pretty quickly, because they look like some fun guys to get started. He doesn't like a guy with a huge axe or a guy with cloven hooves and a giant spear. I mean, what's not to love? Right. Thanks, everyone. I will see you in a week. Yeah, I've realised, obviously, I started doing it in months. Not every month is conveniently going to be on a Monday and have 4 weeks in it. So it's going to be every 4 weeks. I'll try and finish a project. Yeah, I didn't think of that when I started, but lucky I thought of it now. But all the best. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.